All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and we in this video are going to talk about what came out of Terrence Crawford's camp, always giving you these updates. Very positive statement came out of Terrence Crawford's camp. Little bit of an insult towards Errol Spence Jr., but good news as far as what we're hoping to see. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to talk about what Terrence Crawford's camp, through the great personage Bernie the Boxer, had to say about the Errol Spence Jr. Terrence Crawford fight that a lot of people are giving up on. I have not completely given up on it, but man, I'm telling you, as far as the year 2022 goes, man, I'm just about to give up on this. As far as 2023 goes, we'll see. But at least this little bit of light came from that camp. So let's talk about that in this video. Before I get into that though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are a longtime subscriber and supporter to the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. If you are new to the channel, man, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so you can check out the videos that we do every day, along with the live streams that we do every day. Really great boxing conversations. I will get into the comment section with you guys and chop it up on occasion, man, providing, it's a positive conversation or, sometimes not so positive. But man, let's chop it up and talk about this sport that we all love so much. So here we go. Bernie the Boxer did a live stream yesterday. If you don't know who he is a person that trains fighters out of B&B Gym in Omaha, Nebraska. He is a close personal friend of Terrence Crawford's. You see him in the ring with Terrence Crawford. You've seen him on different live streams with Terrence Crawford, with Jamel Herring, when Jamel Herring was with B&B Boxing. So as good a source other than, maybe Bomac or somebody like that out of that camp as you can get. And obviously, Terrence Crawford, really good to, hear things from Terrence Crawford. But Bernie the Boxer was doing his live stream, and of course, this live stream was not necessarily about the fight with Errol Spence Jr., but he couldn't duck the question, right? Because it was going to come to him. He gets a question and he answers it, which is basically like, what's going on with the Errol Spence Jr. fight? Do you think that Errol Spence Jr. is trying to age out Terrence Crawford, right? So with that one, you can't resist that. I don't care how quiet you're trying to be or whatever. That that right there was a question that he was going to react to. So he reacts to it. And by the way, before I say anything about the video, man, Bernie the Boxer, you should definitely go support that guy's channel, support his live streams. He comes on, I'm not sure how, seems like he comes on about once a week. Sometimes he misses weeks or whatever, but he's not the biggest fan of mine, but I always listen to his live streams without necessarily saying anything, because he really does know his boxing very well. And despite the fact that, you may disagree with somebody about the outcome of one particular fight or another, really, the world of hardcore boxing fans are so small. I think that you should appreciate the knowledge that a lot of these guys have. And Bernie the Boxer most definitely has that. So much respect and shout out to that guy, regardless of what he thinks of me, because they see me as an Errol Spence Jr. fan. But what he says is, look, this fight is going to get signed. He's like, this fight is going to get signed. And when those contracts are signed, you guys are going to see that, basically Errol Spence Jr., people think it's meant for Errol Spence, but it's not meant for Errol Spence. The victory is not meant for Errol Spence. The victory is meant for Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is the real deal. And Errol Spence Jr. is basically a hype job. Now, he says Errol Spence Jr. is a hype job. He's like, Errol's back, seems like a really nice guy, presents himself real well. Derrick James sure is a really nice guy, presents himself. But this fight is not for him. This victory is out there for Bud. Bud is a man of God. Bud, don't do too much wrong, working out every day, eating well, not out there doing a bunch of silly stuff, taking care of people in his community. taking care of people in his community, right? Doing all the things that he's supposed to do. And, because of that, God is going to bless this man with the ability, with the victory over Errol Spence Jr. And that is the future that is there for Terrence Crawford. And so when I listen to that dude, I love that, man, because I do believe that is one of the big strengths of Terrence Crawford's camp, is that Terrence Crawford and their people believe in Terrence Crawford 100% without a doubt, completely convinced of, their fighter's ability to do anything. Go on to say that he's going to be a 3-time Ring Magazine champion. I believe that maybe that if he was ring champion at 135, 140, and now maybe 147. Not sure if he was ever Ring Magazine champion at 135, but maybe he's talking about 4, and the third being 154, whatever. I ain't that big on the ring belt anyway, so it really doesn't matter to me. But, right, so just really, really confident, the same way that Errol Spence Jr. in his camp, or Errol specifically, is very, very confident about himself and, strap season and putting in the work in order to get get all these belts and reach his goal. Love the confidence out of there. However, I got to give you my 2 cents on this. Errol Spence Jr. is man-made. He's hyped up. People are building him up and all of that. I certainly hope they do not believe that in their camp. And I mean that. I certainly hope that they do not believe that in their camp, that this dude is somehow some hype job that is being put out there by the press and overly built. No way, no how, no way, no how. You do not get to the quarterfinals of the Olympics, go over to the UK to beat Kell Brook, how long has he been a champion at 147 pounds? Since 2017. So he's on his 5th year of being a champion. You don't come off of a major car accident like that, jump right into the ring with somebody like Danny Garcia, win the fight going away, jump off, of a torn retina, fight somebody the caliber of Yordenis Ugas, who Terrence Crawford's own people in Bomac said was a beast before they head into the fight, and be somebody that just man-made hype job type of situation. Errol is not relying on the refs to get these wins. The dude is an excellent, excellent boxer. And on top of it, the man's got a nasty, mean streak and is without a doubt one of the best fighters in the world, just like Terrence Crawford is. So, the good news of it is they say, okay, this fight is going to get signed. He's going to sign the contract. He is not, and then, he said, and even if he did try to age him out, Terrence Crawford, can do what, fighting people at 50, doing push-ups in the ring. I don't know if Terrence Crawford's style is like Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins was the 50-year-old Bernard Hopkins was not the 33-year-old, 34-year-old Hopkins, but it is what it is. At least he says that this contract is going to get signed. So those guys are still, trying to make the fight at least out of their mouths. We'll see what happens. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.